visit that shares some of your fondest memories with you, your children. So if there's a story to tell about growing up, they can help you tell it. Well, Renee and Shelby Williams took their stories about the family dog and they wrote a new children's book. They call it Buck, the Good Doog, and we'll tell you why Doog. And here they are with me in the studio to share their story. Ladies, thank you so much for being with us.
Glad to be here. Thank you for having us.
Had a career at Aflac, 17 years, and then you decide, I have a story in me. How did that come about, Mom and daughter?
Well, I knew I always wanted to write. I mean, ever since I was small. It just, life just happened. I had other obligations. And Shelby's about to go off to college, and we'll get into her artistic ability, but I knew I wanted to do that, and things just came together, and it worked out, and here we go.
Wow. And Shelby, you're the illustrator?
Yes.
Now, when did that come out in you? When did you know that, hey, I could draw?
My parents started teaching me ever since I could hold a pencil, and they were the ones that gave me, I guess, the want to draw animals, and I was around animals my whole entire life.
So when Mom says, "Hey, girl, we've got something going here. We've got Buck. let's how did that come together? Let's put it down on paper."
Actually, Dee, it goes way back before that. When Shelby was small, I mean, she's been winning art contests since she was in kindergarten, and she'd say, "Mama, when I get bigger, you can write a book, and I'll draw the pictures." Of course, she didn't say illustrations then. But, and she was right. We did. And
so tell us about Buck. Was he because you're an only child, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So was that your brother?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah. He grew up with me. When we moved out to our house, he was around with me all the time. He would follow us wherever we went, and that's in the story. And I think it was portrayed very well in the story what he really did and what he meant to us.
What did he mean to you? So much that you said, our first book is going to be about you, Buck. So what did he mean to you?
He was just very loyal, a great companion.
He looks like a
Collie. A Lassie.
Oh, okay, a Lassie.
no Lassie.
Everybody knows Lassie.
I don't know why the word Scotland Shepherd came to mind.
Well, actually, this is a Sheltie.
A Sheltie.
This is a Sheltie, but this was the closest to a Collie that, in the stuffed version, and the kids love him. The kids love him.
And so you decided, I'm going to write a book. What are you hoping that when they get the book and they go through it, that they go away with? What are they going to learn about Buck and Renee and Shelby and what went on?
Well, from my point of view, the reason I wrote the book is being around animals and being in the pet business for so long. I've seen people get animals, and it's not always for the right reasons.
Yes.
And my message is, and when I speak to children, I said, before you leave here, you will know 3 words. You will know companion characteristics, you will know breed instinct, and you'll know that all animals have a job. And before I leave, I simplify each one of those words, and before they leave, they know that the pet that they have has got to have a job in order to be happy, a happy pet.
What was Buck's job in the family?
He was a herd dog. So his job was to watch her, to watch the horses.
Part of the herd.
You're right, she was the herd. Seriously, that's what they do.
And he was loyal that way?
Oh yes,
he was wonderful.
We took off in our Kawasaki mule. He would be off chasing us down the street. If we went horseback riding, he would be right behind us.
His tongue would be dragging the ground, but he would not stay at home. That was his job, to watch over us.
So if we can kind of get inside the animal's mind like Buck's, then that makes us a more responsible, caring caretaker of the animals, because we see them differently.
Right, that's my whole mission, is to let people educate yourself on what kind of dog you have and know the backstory, because they can't change that. That's who they are. And because they chase things or because they tear up things, it's usually a lack of exercise, a lack of being able to do what they were, a hunting dog needs to hunt.
People need to hear this. We work very hard with paws
and
I rescue
see that.
Animals, yes. And people are turning them in because the dog is eating a shoe. It's like, you can handle it.
That's my point exactly. My point exactly. So I hope, I'm just one voice, and there are more books, but I hope that my message gets
And the book
out.
is available.
Absolutely, the book is available. It launched June the 1st, and it's available. The best place to get it is through my Facebook page. Directly from me, I get a discount, and I will pass that on to anybody interested in purchasing the book. Also, the hardcover can only be purchased from me or my publisher, which is Ex Libris. And so if you go to my Facebook page, you'll get it there. It's also on Barnes & Noble, Amazon, and any major online resellers.
Do you talk back and forth with some, because I can just hear in my head, people are wondering, how did she do it? They probably want to hear a little bit more about the process of illustrating and putting a book together. Would you respond to their emails?
Oh, absolutely. I talk to authors all day long. And, you know, there are so many independent authors out there, and everybody has a story to tell, it seems like. And you look at somebody and you think, wow, she's got to be successful. Her, you know, her book's #1. She's 5-star rating on Amazon.
Yes.
But they still have questions too. And the process is a difficult process. It's not easy. I mean, when you look at the book, you go, wow, you know, there's some pictures and a few words, but there are a lot of legalities. There are a lot of, you know, from typesetting to picking out the fonts, the colors, the scheme of the book.
Subject-verb agreement, huh?
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's
English.
It's a deep. It's a lot deeper. Don't ever judge a book by its cover. Yeah.
Well, I
truly.
certainly wish very well for the book. Buck, the Good Doog. Before you go, why is he a Doog and not a dog?
Because actually, I don't know how many people have nicknames for the dog. That was his actual nickname.
Oh, okay.
And the way I made it work in the book is that if I tell this, it's going to give it away.
Okay, well, don't give it away. You've got to get the book, okay? And she is on our Facebook page, yes. So if you can't find it yourself, go to our Facebook page and you'll get some information. Before we go, is this just the beginning, ladies? Do you see another book in your future?
Absolutely. I got a title and know my subject, my character, main character already. I just hope she'll be a part of this because she will be going off to vet school soon.
Oh, wow. Well, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having
They have
us.
more to their story, you know?
Yeah.
So we'll have to have part 2 when they come back. Now, when we come back, we're going to give away some copies of the book. All you have to do is log on to the Dee Armstrong Show Facebook page, and we'll tell you how you can win the book. And we have more coming up after the break, so don't go away.